Hi, my name is Allison McConnell, but most people call me Allie. I grew up in a pretty insignificant town in northern New Jersey called Wayne, which is about 30 minutes outside of New York City. Because of where I grew up, I spent a good portion of my childhood traveling in between New Jersey and New York, which eventually morphed into most of New England and other parts of the United States when I got more serious in my athletic career. Over the past 8 years of my ski racing career, I have gone through many challenges. These challenges ranged anywhere from difficult races with athletes who were upwards of 5 years older than me, to skiing in a foreign country without my parents or any other family members. Fortunately, because of these challenges, I had a lot of experience with problem solving and independence before my involvement with the NUin program. So the transition to living in a new environment was not very difficult for me. I tend to jump at opportunities and challenge myself often with things that are outside of my comfort zone. So when I received my acceptance letter into the NUin program last March, I knew I had to accept the offer. This experience, although different from the typical NUin experience, has challenged me in ways that I didn't think were possible, but it was also very rewarding at the same time. I tried to get involved with every activity I could, especially the trips around Dublin, where I could see more of Ireland, even though we couldn't travel outside of our county. My favorites were our trips to Howth, Dunleary, and most recently, kayaking in Dalkey, where we saw more of the coast and got to see some friendly seals and other wildlife. Even though I had prior knowledge of what it was like to live independently and get along with others who I didn't previously know, being part of this program led me to develop a new perspective on what it meant to be resilient and open-minded. I made some great friendships and met a ton of new and interesting people. In particular, this program has really shaped what it means for me to be emotionally resilient. Being an athlete, I was already very familiar with physical resilience. I had confidence in my ability to bounce back from injuries or power through when my body felt like it was shutting down. But this experience forced me to discover my capacity for emotional resilience as well. One of the most challenging parts of this was dealing with COVID-19 lockdowns and restrictions. But I learned a lot about myself during this time, especially around the importance of resilience and self-confidence, which ultimately made me a better person. I am very grateful for this experience, and even though it was probably more challenging than other previous NUin experiences, I still had a great time and will always remember my time here in Ireland.